Hello everyone, it's Vivi and welcome to the launch trailer of Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. It's officially revealed, folks, and I keep on getting more and more excited for this game. Crash 4 is launching not this Friday, but the Friday of next week, October 2nd. I'm not here to dissect the launch trailer or anything, but there's some awesome highlights in this trailer, I have to admit, which I simply would like to point out. First and foremost, the trailer feels like a movie, and I believe this was their intention with this one. Crash 4 already feels much more narratively driven than ever before, so having this style of a trailer is more than welcome. I cannot wait, I am so excited. There's something ominous about this trailer, like thriller type mixed with action. How Crash walks forward towards a rift in the darkness. This could be foreshadowing Crash's darkness as the final boss. The trailer starts with a distorted voice of Aku, I believe, trying to wake up Crash on Insanity Beach. And then bonk! Aku somehow throws a game controller at Crash. Aku doesn't have hands, nor feet. Did he use his voodoo magic to magically launch the controller and bonk Crash's head? By the way, there's a controller. What was Crash playing? Was he playing Wrath of Cortex? Haha, get it? Maybe not, okay. I mean, we're talking about a mask with, now, taped feathers on his head. So now you wonder, okay, how did he throw a controller? By the way, one thing I'd like to throw out there, Coco sounds different, right? The trailer has a section where you hear the voice of Tana saying dialogue we heard from her showcase. That alone really gives off a cinematic feel to the trailer, which I really love. Now the point is, after we hear Coco after Tana's line, well, Debbie Derryberry is no longer the voice of Coco. She's voicing Coco in the mobile game. There was a case of confusion on the voice actress's part on Twitter. At first, she said yes, but she was confused with the mobile game. So at the end of the day, Derryberry is no longer the voice of Coco in Crash 4. As for the actual voice actor in this game, it is still unknown. Speaking of Coco Bandicoot, this level right here appears to be outside of, say, Tropy's space station, let's call it, which we saw in the State of Play trailer back in August. If this is indeed space, how is she breathing? Okay. First, we have the question about feathers being taped on Aku. 2. How did Aku throw the controller at Crash? And now 3. How does Coco breathe in space? I need these questions answered. There's Akano again, really growing fond of the bigger Death Tornado spin given to this mask. This section of the trailer, I believe this is the level we saw with Coco back in August, the State of Play trailer. Is this going to be a boss battle with Cortex? This doesn't look like endgame content to me. I highly doubt it. Now, looking at all these facial animations, I have to bring it up. When Cortex points his finger, telling the duo, I'm going to kill you, I mean, Crash does the heck face. Looking more at the trailer, there's a beautiful scenery with Coco. This shot right here just looks very pretty. This level, I think, we also saw during the State of Play in August. The whole carnival-esque gameplay. Then we got Tana Bandicoot. We did see her gameplay previously, but what the trailer is doing while it's playing around with the camera. Dingodile appears to have his own timeline level in this pirate-themed level we're all probably already familiar with. Speaking of Dingo, having played the demo myself, there's a voice you hear in Dino Dash as the rocks crumble behind Crash. I think, if I make a guess, that's Dingo's voice. Basically, we could be expecting multiple timelines, not only with Cortex, from what we've seen, but with Dingo as well. The trailer then transitions to a bunch of inverted levels, you know, the new, unique mirror modes given to each level. I especially love this one, the comic book style, with the words popping up, I love it. One of the biggest highlights for me. It appears we're riding on Polar. This cute, adorable look given to our Polar is courtesy of Nicholas Cole. Crash also has a new snowsuit given to him, well by that I mean a skin, tied to, let's say, a snowy level, maybe Snow Way Out. If you beat that level by collecting all 6 gems, you might get this skin. After all, you do unlock skins by collecting 6 gems in a level. This was pointed out by Toys for Bob. We have Cortex on skis. That's cool and all, but you know what this reminds me of? Twinsanity. That slide section with Cortex. Okay, but wait a minute. If we go back to the gameplay showcased by PlayStation Underground, there was this part where it also reminded us of Twinsanity with Nina Cortex when looking at Tana's gameplay. You know, her hookshot ability. But according to PlayStation Access, the part with Tana and Nina, you know, the whole thing, whether or not it's a nod to Twinsanity, well, no, it's just a coincidence. Now, looking at the part with Cortex, even if it does remind us of Twinsanity, it was probably not intentional on Toys for Bob's part. Okay, another thing I'd like to add. We're chasing after Cortex, right? Are we going to face Cortex multiple times in this game? If so, why not? Bring it on. Going back to this scene where Cortex tells the duo, I'm gonna kill you, that could be a part where we'll also get to face him. So what that could be telling us is that Cortex will not be the main bad guy in this game, which I really won't be surprised about. Hey look, a flashback tape! You can collect these tapes as you make your way towards them without dying once. They're basically the new death roots. Oh, yes, this one. Classic Crash skin. Thank you, Toys for Bob. You never cease to amaze us. The skin looks pretty cool, I have to say. I mean, honestly, sometimes low poly on next-gen consoles, it doesn't look that great. Sometimes it looks meh. But looking at this one, Crash, looks pretty good. Next thing. Something I feel isn't brought up enough. The voice of Tropy. That doesn't sound like Corey Burton to me, who's voiced him since Wrath of Cortex, if I recall correctly. The direction given to his voice, he sounds like the main bad guy to me, planning to plot behind Cortex's back. His voice direction, it really reminds me of Robert Atkin. I'm not saying it's Robert Atkin voicing Tropy, but he does sound like him. Oh, look at here! Coco using Akano's powers. This is the first time we see Coco in this armor, I believe. Oh, look at this, a new level design. Cortex's blimp, with large containers falling from the sky. Crash has to make his way up there. And yeah, just looking at this part of the trailer, there's a beautiful shot of Crash looking all epic. And yeah, with that said, folks, this is it for, I guess, Crash 4 footage. I mean, this is the launch trailer, and the game is coming out very soon. So yeah, I really can't wait to play this game. So with that said, as always, leave your questions, thoughts in the comments section below. And as always, I've been VTNVIVI, and thank you for sticking around. And yeah, until next time.